Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremine. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria, Fremine, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? Hey, Thelxie! Oh, Thelxie's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking...
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever.
We helped too!
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that you can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking. Since Thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now!
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon!
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think.
Okay, I'll add the weapons.
Paimon wants to give him some friends!
Okay, I'll also draw some companions. Anything else? Color. Ah, color, yes! That's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring?
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
I'm sure he is, Zuria. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished! We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts!
I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Thelxie's fantastic adventures begin now! Materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for Fremine.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We shouldn't need anything else to head to the...
Whoa! Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead? So these are the underwater ruins that Fremine found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining. Oh, yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the water imps' colorful houses and the Rainbow Bridge.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode! Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
We are the companions of Prince Thelxie, your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory? Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! Ahem. From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. And so please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types. And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow...
My gratitude to your Divine Highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too.
Ahem. Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek. Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of fire imps. They're called... Hilly Churls of the Deep.
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of. Illusion shattered.
Get in gear! Dead reckoning! Frost is coming!
Eat this! Boba, get them!
Rain Cutter! We're under attack again. It's a Lawitcher of the deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong now that even a Diviniture of the deep would pose no threat to him.
Commencing cleanup!
It's finally over! So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Fremine earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were—
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting!
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventures as well, now that we've reclaimed the king. Zuria and Fremine? Why don't we— Hey, you didn't have to see—
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie, at this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed—
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She—
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the
Oh no! The crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach.
Oh, and Paimon can almost— Whoa! The pages are—
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed— My child, you'll all—
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will—
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremine, about the time you'll need for—
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay? And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
All right, it's about time we start heading off too. You've still got some work to do, right, Fremine?
Yeah, I'll need to go to this.
Yeah. Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because...
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your—
am I turning red?
All right.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days. I hope that everyone who's...
Today's the final day of Thelxie's fantastic adventures. Let's go find Fremine at his camp. Hey, Fremine! Thelxie! We're here!
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you...
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Thelxie?
What could have happened?
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Fremine? Diving? No. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked...
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen.
Wait, let's go to Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father... Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows...
It can't be, right? Let's go...
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless...
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... well, Oh. So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days...
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusion...
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, that might have been the trigger for her regret.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differ...
Then all the other things that she told us about...
No, those were all real. Although, they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
She has been in a good mood the past few. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind. And the
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can...
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, what should we do? Dr. Jalakon, have you seen a...
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before?
Yes, this is it. That's right. If what Dr. Jalakon said was true, the past few days have been... We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that...
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first...
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough. There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to... And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Be careful, brave adventurers! Here come the evil monsters that stole the crowd! There! Let's eat these Cyclops! Let's beat them up!
Torn to oblivion!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear! Prince Thelxie looks stronger than ever today! We must be going all out!
Getting here! Hair! Frost is coming! Hair!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's... Now you shall perish!
Oh, this is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, your highness!
Frost is coming! Hair!
Hey, yeah!
Commencing cleanup! Hair! Getting gear! Getting gear!
Going in!
I'm sorry. I have to go.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you'd think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony...
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon.
And the last page of the picture book.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria! We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the...
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the Rainbow Bridge and took a good look at... Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked toward...
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said,
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There... Maman.
But I love you more, Maman.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy.
Of course, my dearest child.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby is...
My poor darling.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imp. Good night, Maman.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful!
Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles,
But this is...
don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son.
Oh, really? But could that just be...
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, a descent of the fairy tale world into the real world, you saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no...
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark...